So this movie really highlights how often women are underestimated because of their gender and appearances. Have you experienced that in your career?
Yes. That's so funny. I do all the time. I think that I experienced that as a woman. I think I experienced that as a Latin woman. I think I experienced that as an immigrant woman. Some industries, well, most industries are built in a way that systemically is set up for us to fail. This movie just goes to show that, like, there is so much judgment put on women for trying to succeed, or there's so much predisposed ideas on a woman that is like going for her dream. It challenges the audience to be like, why are we gender specific? Like, why don't we question this when we watch movies where, you know, we grew up watching movies like The Wolf of Wall Street or Goodfellas, and they're doing 10 times worse things than we are, but yet, you know, the word unlikable isn't being thrown around left and right. When it comes to women, we hear it endlessly, right? I did feel like this movie will challenge audiences in that sense, because they will feel compromised to address certain stereotypes or stigmas that they have of women.
You and Rosamund's characters were really their partnership. It wasn't so much a relationship. And how do you guys think that attributed to Marla's success?
That was something really important for us, because we wanted to honor obviously a gay relationship, but we didn't want to feel like it is being exploited. It wanted to feel organic, because that's what it should be. It should be normalized on screen on that sense. So for us, it was important to really focus on what relationships really bring to people versus what gender the relationship is. And I think that that's what this movie focuses on. Fran is the foil to Marla. She's the grounding component of the film. You can see that the director layered like the most grounded role, and then the next one, and because it is a satire, you've got to sort of pile them up. And I feel like Fran becomes the most grounding character in the movie. There's no satire to the relationship. It's just sort of an emotional background. And the more that Fran loves Marla, the more the audience loves Marla. And it was important for me to bring that to the screen. When there's stories like this, where like the main story is not the love story, but it is a crucial part of the narrative, you have to find little moments here and there to build that relationship so the third act becomes believable. So it was really interesting process, and I really enjoyed it because our dynamic as women was incredible, and it was very proactive and creative together, and we really vibed off each other.
How did you prepare for this role? What type of inspiration did you take for this character?
Well, I did a lot of reading about what's happening, obviously, in the elderly care system, and it was a little bit terrifying because there's like a lot of dark holes. And at the end of the day, this is a business, and people are making money out of it. I'm also playing right now a frontline responder, and in that sense, people that dedicate their lives to other people, I've always admired and respected, but not everyone gets into that industry for that reason. I think that a lot of people see an opportunity of a job and take it, and they don't realize that it's an interhumane relationship, and you have to be very careful with the way that you address it, because you're dealing with people, and especially in the elderly care. So it was really interesting because I learned a lot about it. And I really based it off of this woman who was a bail bond, and that's what she did for a living. And that's kind of the backstory for Fran. So it was exciting because I got to learn a lot and learn about something that is very different to my culture as well.